Hey there, Rafael Ramirez with Leon Foundation. We're here in the great area of Meyerland. Here in Houston, Texas, we got a 2 feet race coming in for y'all today. We have the guys already in the back, starting the tunneling process, getting those pilings already installed today. First day here. We just started putting those jacks inside the house into the tunnels. T-hose is already being connected and we're about to start running the lines into those T-hoses so we can start this whole process here.
How's everybody doing today? It's Axel Rodriguez with Leon Foundation Repair. We're completed now with the project. We're gonna do a quick walkthrough of the project to show you guys around and what we did, how high we went, and answer a couple questions that we usually get on these lift projects. Let's do the walkthrough, let's begin. The house went up 2 feet and like 4 or 5 inches. Where we're at right now, we completed it. We ended up doing the custom rails, staircases on the left-hand side, on the back area of the house also. Use treated lumber all around the project. Usually on these projects, we'll do like, we'll leave the slab on the ground, do custom porches and everything. But in this case, the homeowner, since this property is for sale, they wanted something that can be done in a quicker time frame, as well as not break the bank. So we lifted the slab, supported it with columns on the bottom, and also installed these customized rails. Kind of hit a little bit of this wouldn't have matched. So, our carpenters do their job. They do pretty well at these type of things on these projects, so shout out to them. So on this part of the house raising, as you can see, everything else is open. All the concrete columns and everything are exposed. Can you do a CMU wall? Yes, it just depends if you want to spend that money or not. But in this case, with the garage went up. So in some cases, homeowners can pay extra money to do an elevated driveway, but that's a hassle and it's expensive. So we also offer alternative options like this. So the homeowner still wants to use it whenever they sell the property, so the people that buy can go in and out and still have a functional garage. So what we did in this case, we have the columns that we placed around, did the concrete all around the columns to look nice. And you're gonna see inside shortly, there's like a CMU area wall that we did. So it's not open, it's all closed up. Later on, the homeowner is going to extend these garage doors and everything so they can still have it for functionality for the customers or the people that buy the property. But let's take a look in the inside of the house. Let's see how it looks in the garage area. So as I mentioned, we also did the staircase on the left side of the house. You see that we covered the CMU walls with concrete. This is also a cheaper option that you can choose if you want to encapsulate the house. We only did it on the garage, and you can see the staircase, the landing that they required. Something new, we actually never done this, but they said safety hazards for uneven dirt. So Houston says, and we just gotta listen. So as you can see in the garage now, the original plan was to raise it. Then later came the closing of the walls, the slab that we ended up fixing and pouring at the bottom, the custom railing, the little landing. At first, the original plan was to bring that door down. In this case, we would've just had one staircase going up here, but we forgot about one important thing, the washer and dryer area. That would have not have been in use anymore. So what did we do? We ended up just extending this area so people can walk through it. But inside the garage, right, we obviously enclosed it so no water comes in or enter, or the homeowner doesn't have to worry about anything like that. We ended up cutting the beam area under the garage, because if not, then how would the homeowner be able to enter with their car inside? It's pretty cool because usually you'll see the CMU skirting all around the house, but like I said, just for costs and not to break the bank, they only did it on the garage area, which is still perfectly fine. It beats them having to not have a garage, because at times people will raise the structure forget the garage and then make it into like an extra room, which is totally fine. It just depends on what you want to do, but garage it is for the customer. Now let's walk to the back area of the house. The back area right here, the landing, little other landing, the staircase is pretty nice. Nothing crazy. We can make the porch designs in the back as nice as you want or as basic as you want. But we also did in the back, floodplain had us add or whatever to the French drain system. So in this case, this homeowner already had French drains, but they weren't functioning properly. They were broken after years of no use. So we ended up pulling everything up and doing it again. And we have all the boxes. I think it's like 4 in the back area where all the water is gonna come down to. And you know, there's a pop out in the front where all the water is gonna get on the sidewalk and go where it should go. It avoids all the water puddling under the house. Does that fully stop the water from puddling? No, but honestly, it won't do anything to it. We graded the dirt under the house so no water can puddle, but even then puddles can happen. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Things that happen in Houston, right? The weather sucks. You're able to see all the concrete columns and the blocks that are here supporting the house. People are looking at it like, wow, how is that small 8x8 block holding that huge house? Well, it's not just one, it's probably like 50 or 80 of these under the house. So, you know, they're all doing their job and they're all pushed into resistance in the ground. And then not just that, but they also have the columns that we built and installed into the house that have number 5 rebar bolted into the pad that we also made custom, which is like a 20 by 20 by 8-inch concrete pad. The columns are all around the understructure of the house holding it up, so there's no issues or problems of things moving or sinking later on. You can see more right here of the other pads that we installed, as well as the other boxes for the French drain. Plumbing was connected again. Everything's good to go. Obviously there's like final things to do on the house, like a cleanup. So the structure and everything is sound, everything's taken care of. There's just like final things where we take care of, where we pressure wash the walls, but we don't know when it's gonna stop raining again. It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So we can come over here to the corner. In the corner area of the house, you'll be able to see more of it, right? Everything looks the same. But on this case, did the AC platform, and on the AC platform, it has to be above finished floor. So it's above finished floor. I mean, if this is inches under, centimeters under, it won't pass inspection with floodplain, but it's taken care of now. This can go as high as needed, depending on the height of the house. It's always gonna match height of the structure, right? You can see this is one of our more basic projects when it comes to raising. This is a 2-foot lift, nothing that Leon can't handle. We've done projects where we raise houses 8 feet up, 10 feet up in the air, especially in areas like Beaumont, Texas. So, and we'll add at the end the URL so you can watch other videos of houses that we've raised 10 feet up in the air. Now, the next part of these projects is like the water, where the water is gonna run to, right? Now it's raised. This is like mostly overlooked, and maybe if you walked by, you wouldn't have noticed, but it's in the ground. The water is not going in the ground and to the column. It's connected to the French drain system that is installed right here. And all the water, when it rains, and all the gutters have it actually, it's gonna drain out to the sidewalk and to the front of the road. So yeah, this is probably very overlooked in Houston. You need to have a proper mitigation program or plan in mind, or have your architect and engineer draw them up. The whole reason this house went up was because of water damage. If we don't protect it from water damage, then the raise was meaningless. We don't want this house to move or etc., or cause more damage with anything water related again. But yes, once again, overlooked part, very important part. That pretty much sums up the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed watching it, especially seeing this project. This is one of our more calmer projects. We have 5 home elevations lined up next to get those in the works and record them. These are all 5-foot elevations and higher. But once again, I'm Axel Rodriguez with Leon Foundation Repair, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, and you should see the video pop up our number somewhere below or wherever our editor guy puts it. But thank you guys once again. Have a good day.